Hi everybody. I'm being a smart booty to David. I just did a yoga video for you. It is a yoga stretch video and it is so yummy and delicious. Take your time with it, feel good, but it's a really good like overall body stretch. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I hope you like it. All right, my friends, let's start on our feet and we're just gonna step the feet wide. I'm glad you're here today. You're gonna point the toes out and you're gonna bend into your legs and just kind of rock a little bit here side to side. And as you rock, the straight leg foot is gonna point up. So we're gonna rock to one side and point the opposite foot up, rock to the other, point the other foot up. So just keep going side to side. Get a little movement in the body. Good. And then come to center and let's just stay here for a minute, sinking the hips deeper down towards the ground. Roll the shoulders up and back and open and lift your heart and soften your jaw. Keep breathing. Good. Let's lengthen up with the body, straightening the legs. Point the toes forward and we're going to bow forward and down. Bow the body here and drop your head. Give it a little shake, no, and a shake, yes. Take some deep breaths into the back body and feel your legs get a stretch. You're going to rock forward and back on the feet a little bit. Get a little movement there. Rocking to the ball of the foot, rocking to the heel of the foot. Just a little movement. And let's hold it center and just let the body hang. Let the head hang. Let the breath deepen. Good. And then lift your head to a flat back and we're going to bend into this left knee. And you're going to let that heel lift and pull in a little bit so it's angled. And you're going to flex the right foot, pointing it straight up towards the ceiling. Notice your breath. Feel the stretch on the inner right thigh here. Hands are supporting you. You can always use blocks for your hands. And let's gently rock up and over to the opposite side. You're walking your hands. You're bending into that right knee. The heel lifts and you're going to point the left toes up. Good. Check in with the breath. Good. Let's rock again to the other side. Very mindful movements, supporting yourself as you go, pointing the right toes up. I love this stretch. It gets right into this inner thigh. Ooh, feels so good. Let's go to the other side one more time, but I'm using my hands. I'm using my feet to help support me as I move, and we're pointing the left toes up here. You can look at them, check them out, see what they look like today. Good. Now keep your body in this position. You're going to take the right knee and gently place it down to the ground so you feel an extra stretch in that right foot. Woo! Good. Let's lift that right knee up and let's rock to the other side again. And bend into it. Point your right toes up and let your left knee touch the floor. Pretty intense on the feet. This is a number 10. I would say, on a scale of 1 to 10. Woo. Good, let's lift that knee up and then rock back to center, toes point forward, straightening out those feet. Bow the body here again, drop your head. Good, we're gonna inhale, lift to a flat back. Let's heel toe the feet in so that they're just a little bit wider than the hips. And then you're gonna bend your knees deeply. And we're going to bind our arms behind our legs. So if you'd like, you can grab your strap for this to connect your hands. The right arm is going to come inside this right leg and then underneath the right thigh. You're going to rotate the lower arm, palm faces up, and then your left arm reaches up and over the back. And we want to bend deeply enough so that the hands can clasp together. And then try and straighten the legs. Rotate the body open to the left. And just breathe. Really nice stretch behind that right shoulder into the neck. Again, using a strap to connect the hands is an option. Some people like to bring the hands closer towards the bottom, but you want to try and bring the hands closer towards the knee. And keep rotating open. You can straighten one leg and then the other. Just do a little alternating of straightening of the legs. Use your breath. And let's hold it steady. Rotate open. Breathe. Good stretch, right shoulder. Good, let's bend the knees deeply. Release the hands, bring them out in front of you. Take a deep breath here. Knees are very bent. And the left arm is inside the left leg. We swing that arm behind, the right arm up and over. And we're gonna clasp the hands behind the left thigh. And then you can straighten the legs here, rotate open to the right. Just let your head hang. And then maybe alternate bending and straightening those legs. How are we feeling? Good. Let's try straightening both legs. Rotate open to the right and get the stretch behind that left shoulder. Keep breathing here. Good. Bend the knees deeply, release your hands, and bring your hands down to the ground in front of you. Keep the feet wider than the hips, straighten the legs, bow your body, and just drop your head. Turn your hands over so the tops of the hands are down, and you're going to straighten the arms as much as you can. Lift to a flat back, walk your hands forward a little bit, and then let your hips lean back just enough so you feel the stretch in the wrists. Nothing too intense here. If the floor is too far away, you can always use blocks underneath your hands. Rock forward very gently. Turn your hands the other way so the palms are now facing down and the pinky fingers are on the inside. And you can walk the hands forward a little bit so that you can lean back enough to feel a stretch. Keep breathing. And this is all connected up the arms, into the shoulders, into the neck. Just notice what you feel. And bend the knees deeply. Good. So you're going to sink down with your body, hips come down, the heels lift, your hands release and they come out in front of you. Excellent. Just hopping along here. And we're going to swing the left knee open. Hold it there just for a moment. Take a deep breath. Come back to center and swing the right knee open. And hold it there. Good. Come back to center. Swing the left knee open. Breathing and back to center. Right knee open. Good. Back to center. Breathing. Here we are in a little frog position. And we're going to lift the hips up, straighten the legs, and bow the body. Drop your head. Good. Take a breath. Bend your knees deeply. Arms open out to a T position. We're going to lift up with a flat back. Come on up to standing. And reach the arms towards the sky. Step the feet so they're hip width distance apart. Good. Lots of breathing here. Right arm comes down. So keep the right arm hanging alongside the body. It's almost glued there. And we're going to lengthen this left arm up very long. And we're going to let the body hinge to the right. Good. So the feet are hip width. They're straight forward, straight back. Nice left side body stretch here. And a squeeze on the right side, which is nice. Good. Push evenly into the feet. Relax your toes. Slide the right hand up the leg. Lower the left arm, reach the right arm up. Take an inhale, get long on this right side. And slide the left hand down the leg. Squeeze the bottom. And feel your body tilt to the left. Press evenly into those feet. Notice what you feel, where you feel it. Giving ourselves a good yummy stretch. Good. Slide that left hand up the leg and reach the left arm up towards the sky. Good. Breathe in. Lower the arms behind your body. Hands interlaced there. Keep a deep breath in and out. Just let it go. Press the knuckles down. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Take your arms and lift them off of your back. Good. Circle around in one direction with your arms. Feeling good. Circle the opposite direction. I feel good because the sun is shining. The sun is shining. I love when the sun shines. It's so wonderful. Let's hold it steady and press the knuckles down. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Bend your knees a little bit. You're going to bow the body. Take the arms up and over the back and drop your head towards the earth. You can use a strap to connect your hands here if that feels better. Keep your knees a little tiny bit bent, a little micro bend, and reach your knuckles away as you squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Let your head hang. Bend your knees deeply and push your way back up to standing. Take your time very slowly. Release your arms and shake out your shoulders. Good. Step to the back of your mat and bring your right foot forward out in front of you. You're going to straighten that leg. Whoa, a little shaky up here. And then you're going to bend the knee. And you're going to straighten that leg. Your hands can come to your hips here. Make sure your feet aren't too far away from each other. You don't want to feel too unsteady. And bending again. And straightening again. Let's keep going with that. Bending. And straightening. Good. Let's bend and hold it there. The back heel is going to stay lifted off of the ground. We want to get a lunge position. So we're pushing into the back heel and straightening that leg. Roll the shoulders up and back and open your heart up. Soften your jaw. Just notice what that feels like. Face is relaxed. Relax your front toes. Good. Let's bow forward and bring the hands down just in front of that right foot. You're going to lift your left leg up and come into a split. Lift the left leg up as high as you can. Try and touch the ceiling. Breathing here. Building a nice little stretch for this right leg. Good. A block under the hands is always a nice thing in this position. You can lift to a flat back. Keep your right hand down, just a little bit wider than your right shoulder, and bring your left hand to your hip. You're going to try to stack one hip on top of the other as much as you can. Keep the right foot straight, and then float the left arm up towards the sky. Half moon. Keep your neck long. Good. Lower that left hand back to the floor, standing split or drinking crane, this is called. Drop your head down. Practicing this with the hands grounded or on the ankle. See how that feels. Push down with the hands towards the foot. That's fun. Good. Hands out in front if they're on the ankle. Step your left foot back into your lunge. Breathe deeply. And let's just step right into downward dog. The mother of all yoga stretches. Downward dog. Keep breathing. feeling, squeezing fingertips, elbows are soft. Good. We're going to walk those hands, bend the knees, hands back towards the feet, and bow the body here over the legs. Drop your head. Let everything go. Notice where you are in your head, your thoughts. Bend the knees deeply. Float the arms out to a T. Lift your head, push with your feet, and come on up to standing. Float your arms towards the sky. Drop your shoulders down and soften your jaw. Good. Lower the arms down alongside the body. Step your left foot forward when you're ready. So again, you don't want it too far away from the back foot. Hands can come to the hips. And we're just going to bend that front knee. And then we're going to straighten that front leg. Bending and straightening. Bending and straightening. Good. Notice your breath as you bend and straighten. Let's bend and stay in a lunge position with the back heel pushing down towards the earth, but we want to keep that foot straight. Shoulders up and back, heart is open, jaws relaxing. Keep breathing and pushing. Face relaxed. Long spine. Good. Let's bow forward and bring the hands down to the floor. Lifting your right leg up as high as you can into your standing split. Drop your head down. Reach it up there. Try and touch the ceiling. Feeling the stretch behind the left leg here. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Good. Left hand is going to stay underneath, just a little bit wider than the shoulder. We're going to rotate the hips open right on top of left. Keep your left foot straight and your right hand can come to your hip here. Breathing, and the right arm can reach up towards the woohoo, up towards the woohoo, up towards the sky. You can always do this against a wall. That's going to give you a little bit more stability. It's a balancing posture, so stare at something that's not moving. Help build strength in your left leg. Find a little smile for your face. Have some fun with the pose. Lower the right hand down and let's come into that drinking crane again, lifting the right leg up as high as you can. If you'd like to practice with the hands on the ankle, that's a nice little option. Just pushing the foot down towards the floor. Breathing. Good. And then lowering that right foot down into your lunge behind you. Push into your hands, take a breath, and step the left leg back into your downward facing dog. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Good. Planting the knees gently down to the earth. And when you're ready, lift up to your knees. Hands to the hips. Toes are curled under. Slide your hands right onto the back here, right above your pelvis, just a little bit on the top rim of the pelvis. And support that area as you lift your heart up towards the sky, where the ceiling and the wall meet in front of you. So you're coming into a back bend. Breathing. You could squeeze the bottom here. Give yourself some support. Good. Bring your hips back to neutral. Now, if that feels good for you and you want to stay in that position, you can do that. Come back into that. Or you can work on one hand on a foot, the other hand up. or both hands to the heels. So if it feels comfortable, leaning back with one hand to heel, the other hand to the other heel, and coming into your full camel. Otherwise, one hand at a time with the other one lifted is good. You're going to breathe here, squeeze the bottom, and lift and open your front body. You can drop your head if that feels okay to do. Good. Release a hand, float it up, bring both arms up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Good. Hands come down, and we're going to very gently walk down with the hands, open the knees into child's pose. Big toes touch. We're going to sit back with the heels, hips to the heels. Extend the arms forward as long as we can, and really stretch that back body. Rest your head down to the ground. Find some peace, serenity here. Notice your breathing. Working on letting things go. Feel and breathe. Good. Lift your head and let's walk those hands in. Sit ourselves down to one side and come to a comfortable seat. Take your left arm straight up towards the sky. Good. Bring your left hand down behind your head, and then bring your right hand around this left elbow and push the left hand down the back. Want to get a nice stretch on the shoulder, side body. Grow the spine, reach up through the crown of the head. Keep breathing. Good. Do a little side bend here to the right. Why not? Just a little bit. Enough to feel the lats getting a little stretch on that left side. Come back to center. Both arms reach up towards the ceiling and we inhale. And then the right hand comes down behind. Left hand around the elbow. And push that right hand down the back. Notice your breath, and let's tilt a little bit to the left. Nice, good, yummy yoga stretch. Good. Come back to center and float the arms up towards the sky with an inhale. And let's twist to the right. Left hand to the knee and the right hand behind you. Drop your shoulders down. Lift and open up your chest. Nice spinal twist. How yummy does your yoga practice feel today? So yummy. I'm not sure if it beats chocolate, but it's a close second. That's all I'm gonna say. As you're twisting, breathing deeply, easing your body in and out gently, in and out of the twist. Good. Float the arms up towards the sky. Let's face forward. Take a breath. Turn to your left and bring your right hand down to the knee and your left hand down behind you. So we're going to lengthen the body tall with an inhale. And then we're going to exhale with a little twist. Keep it gentle. Keep it full of love, kindness for yourself. And just notice what your breath does as you inhale and as you exhale. Feel the difference there. What it does to your twist. Good. Take a deep breath in and let's float the arms up. Face forward. Drop shoulders, lower the arms down. Good. Step your feet out in front of you and open them a little bit wider than your hips. A little bit wider. Bring your hands to your ankles so your arms are inside your legs. So this is something that can be done 2 hands or 1 at a time. I tend to teach it 1 at a time in classes. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to flip the palm out and you're going to slide the wrist as far back as you can on the side of the waist here. And then the right elbow comes inside that knee. Now you're going to use the right the right knee to push the right elbow inward. So give it a little squeeze and you should feel a stretch on this shoulder. It's yummy. Your left hand can join in or you can wait and do the other side in a moment. If you're doing both at once, slide it back there. The knee opens wide so you can tuck the elbow in and then you can squeeze them in at the same time. Woo! Gets right into those shoulders. It's really nice. It's yummy. But again, 1 at a time is good enough. Now, if you're having trouble getting the elbows inside the knees, just use the other hand. Use the opposite hand to grab the elbow and just hold it in for your body. Whatever you do, make sure it makes you happy. That's important too. Good. Release your hands. Bring them to the ankles. That was intense. And then crisscross your ankles. Good. Shoulders roll up and back, and let's just give them a little bit of a counter stretch, a counter movement. Shoulders rolling in response to what you just stretched, what you just did. Give the blood flowing, and then circle the opposite way. Good. Excellent. Pull the shoulders up and back, hands into prayer. And listen, thank you so much for joining me again today, or maybe this is your first time. I'm so glad that you're here. Check out all of our other videos at karayoga.com, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Namaste.